Hey there, business owners. Welcome to AutoAppy. So today we are going to cover a very interesting automation which is based on salary slip generation, and it has two nodes, that is the Google Sheet and the Google Doc, which we all are familiar with. So now let's understand this example with the help of a real life example. Consider that you have a company and you want to create automatic payment slips for your employees and create them without much hustle. Basically, create for almost all your employees with just one single automation. And how would you do that without it? Actually, you would have to do it one by one, which would be very chaotic. You would obviously not have only one employee in your company, right? You would actually have more than 50 to 100 depending on the size of your company. So what if we want to perform this particular action with a simple automation? So now this is where AutoAppy comes into picture. So AutoAppy is a no-code tab platform which you can use to perform such kind of automations with just a single click. So I hope you understood this real-time example. So now let's dive into our today's workflow. Before diving into our today's workflow, let's know a bit more about AutoAppy. This is the landing page of AutoAppy where we have different tab options like Home, Apps, Learn, Automations, Pricing, and Workflows. So as we scroll down, we have a different section that is Connect Your Apps, where we have different applications which are integrated with AutoAppy and that you can use them in your automations. So as we scroll down, we can see that there is a different section that is Set Up Your Automation. So basically, this section will help you how to explore how to streamline your workflows and save time with our automation features. So these are basically templates which we have created for you guys so that you can always go and try them on your own and check how they suit your businesses. So here you can always go to view details in order to see how a particular workflow functions in detail. And if you just want to simply try it out, you can just go to try it out and you can just see how it suits your businesses. So as we scroll down, let's go to our payment plans. So we have three payment plans, that is the starter plan, the essential plan, and the professional plan. So in the starter plan, for absolutely rupees 0 per month, we offer you 3,000 tasks every month, unlimited workflows, unlimited team members, and whatnot. So just sign up for free and take the advantage of this. So now let's go to our today's workflow. For that, we will have to go and click workflows. But before going to workflows, make sure that you have an account with AutoAppy and that you have signed in through Google account and connected your Google credentials to the same so that you can seamlessly access your workflows and automations. So now let's go to workflows. So this will open up this automation dashboard where you can manage and monitor your workflows. So now let's get started with creating our first workflow for today. So for that we will have to go to add workflow and then give it a name as auto payslip generation using Google Sheets via Google Doc. So this is the automation for today. So just say save. So post this, it will open up this particular interface where will you have to select a trigger application. So now you will be having a question in mind like what is a trigger application? So basically a trigger application is just like a starting point to every automation you're going to create. It acts as a backbone to your entire automation. So basically it's just like an if condition, if which not satisfied will not go on to the next condition. So like in our case, our first and the prior trigger action which has to be is that of the Google Sheet. So for that we will have to go and search for Google Sheets into the search bar. But since we can already see it over here, we can just select it from here. And then in the triggers, we will have to go for new row added or updated. And just say add first tab. So it has successfully added the application or the node into the AutoAppy canvas. So now we will have to go and set this up. So for that, we will have to just go to the hamburger menu and then it will open up the setup window for the same. So now you can see that you can find that there is a webhook URL. So let's just copy it and keep since we will be needing it later. So for that, and we will just scroll down and you will find the setup of instructions available here. So it will say that log into your Google account. So since I've already logged in, I will be skipping this step and let's forward with the second step onwards. So for now, it says us to go to the extensions. So let's go there. For that, let's go to the Google Sheet which I've already created. So these are the columns which I have. That's the company name, project name, salary slip, and employee name, employee ID, and many others like that. So now let's go to the extensions first and then fill into the details later. So just tap extensions and go to add-ons and then say get add-ons. Then in the search, just search for AutoAppy Webhook. And here, the very first option, AutoAppy Webhook by Ritik Veer. This is the one which we have to install. So just click install here, and this will open up sign in for us. So just simply sign in with your account which you have connected to AutoAppy, and just say continue, allow. And then it says to go to the next step where it will give us to read a guide. So just perform it for a formality purpose so that it allows us to go for the next step. So this is the AutoAppy Webhook user guide which you can always go through to see how this webhook is set up. Okay, so you can look it up in your free time. So now I'll go back to my AutoAppy Google Sheet which I have created. So now just say done. Post this, just close this and do refresh page, so that in the extensions part you can now see that we have the AutoAppy Webhook live. So now just go to the setup workflow. So it has opened up this interface for us, so where it has captured the sheet 1 as our sheet name. So now in the column name we will just go and fill in salary generate date. I will just remove this column for now from here, and I'll say column O and give it a name as salary generation date. And then in the event type I will go and select any cell change as my event type. So, and now here in the webhook URL we have to paste the webhook we had copied from AutoAppy, which you can see here, this one. So now uh, let's go to our sheet again, and here we will have to say save. So this has successfully saved, and now we have to say setup triggers, which is also done properly. So now let's go to AutoAppy again, and now we will have to go and see start capturing sample data. So now while the data has been captured, let's go to a sheet and start filling it one by one. My company name I am giving as AutoAppy. You can give anything. Then project name I'm saying emailing agent, and for salary slip period I will call it as 1st November to 1st December. And then the employee name I will put Swarali Shirotkar, and in the employee ID let's give it M001. Department we will call it as AI, and designation we will give it as AI low code developer. Fine. And then we will go for total hours worked is 9, and then we will go for hourly rate. We will keep it as 100, and then basic pay would be 1800, that is 9 into, sorry, it would be 900, 9 into 100, and net pay would be 900 into 31 days or 30 days of the month, so that will come up to 27,000. Payment mode, we will say bank transfer. And then here we will come and say transaction ID TC001 authorized by finance. Then salary generation date will say as 4th of December. Done. Now let's go and wait for a few seconds and then say check status. This is the response we have received with the new values whichever we had entered. So now this node is live. So now let's go and perform our next task by closing this for now. So now let's just go here, and this is the plus icon which is used to add another action. So now we will be adding another action to this, that is number formatter by AutoAppy, because we wish to dynamically add dynamically take the values for calculating the total net salary, that is the basic pay, into the number of days. So for that we will have to come here and perform a math operation and just say yes, add node. So in the first number we need to go to the data mapper and map the value from our Google Sheet itself. So just select Google Sheet here, and now we will have to go and search for our base pay, which is 900. So now we need to multiply it each time with 31 days, and the operation we want to perform is multiplication. So now we'll just go and say submit and then say test this node. Then to hide sample data and show sample data. So it has given us the value which is 900 into 31 days. I have received the correct result here of 27,900, that is 900 into the 31 days. So each and every time you're going to calculate your salary, it is going to be multiplied by 31. So that's the main purpose for adding the number formatter. So now let's close this, and now we have to go to our final action, that is we have to create a salary slip for AutoAppy with all the details we had stored in our Google Sheet. So now for that we will have to simply go to the add icon here and select Google Docs as our final action node, and from here we will have to select create Google document from text as our action and just say add node, say yes, add node again. So now it will tell us to use an existing connection or create a new connection, but since I've already signed in to my Google account, I will be using a Google account existing connection. You can always go and create a new one if you have not logged in. So basically if you have already connected your AutoAppy account to Google Workspace, it will be easy for you to go for existing connection. So now let's go for existing connection, save connection, and then it will ask us to give a document title report. So over here we will just say as payslip template design And here we will have to give a document text which we want to put into our next document. So now let's go to one of the dummies templates which I have already created here. You can see that this is the template which I'm going to use, and it already has certain fields which I have already included in my Excel sheet. So let's map them one by one. So now what we have to do is in the name of the company name, we will have to go and paste this over there. So and let's do this one by one. So for company name, we will have to go to AutoAppy again, and here in the data mapper, you can always go to your Google Sheet, and in the company name, you would get AutoAppy as the company. So just copy this from here and go back to that payslip and paste it here in place of this. So similarly, we will have to map each and every details inside this. So now let's go and map the project name. So for that, we will have to go and repeat the same process by just going to the data mapper, Google Sheets, and then inside this, I think we are given the project name as emailing agent. So just say confirm, and here we'll have to say copy and go to the template and map it over there in place of this. So there is an extra brace here, just remove that, otherwise that will give a garbage value while we actually create our main template. So now it is asking for the date to be mapped. So for that we have to repeat the same process again. So let's go and do it in the data mapper. So here we have the date as this. So we will be selecting this as our salary slip generation between the date, and just copy this inside this section below salary slip period. And now in the employee details we have to go and again do the same. Remove this and come here again. Similarly, you can see that after mapping all these details in the similar way, I have completed mapping all the details like the payment mode, the payment date, transaction ID in the similar way how we did the first two mappings. So now that we have already mapped all the details, we will just have to simply copy this and go back to AutoAppy and paste it into this document text and say submit. So data has been saved successfully, and now we will just have to say test this node. So task has been executed successfully. Now we do hide sample data and show sample data. Here you can see that the write has been completed and the document ID has been generated. So now let's go back to our Google Doc and see if the file is ready or not. So just go to open. So here you can see that we have a template created just now. So just open it and check if it is the same one. Yes. So you can see that it has already come with the proper details which we had put. So it has come with the proper salary and proper bank transfer mode, and all the details are absolutely perfect. So this is how I created a template using a single automation which you can see in AutoAppy, that just with a simple automation we are able to create this template design, and like this you can create for different employees in your office. So you can always come here and enter different details here, and it will capture the details and it will generate a similar kind of template for you, and you can send this to your employees as and when they need that. So yes, this is it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough to AutoAppy and that it was helpful for you. So if you are ready to save time and automate your workflows, supercharge your productivity, head over to our website and start automating today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an automation tip or tutorial from us. So drop a comment below if you have any questions in your mind, or if you have any kind of an example in your mind which you want us to cover in our next upcoming video tutorial. Please feel free to comment down under our YouTube comment section, and our team will be very glad to help you out with the same. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you under the next video lecture. Happy automating until then.